Bugs are beginning to get us. It has been a huge day. It started with moving the boat with Houdini to the waterfront, to Wasaga Beach. And this is the band of misfits that I love so much. This Houdini right there, he is actually part of Spalding, Dominican Republic. You will see him there. You have, he's my personal assistant. He does everything Spalding. This is Twitch. Twitch is absolutely stunning. She's a recording studio engineer and musician at Spalding, Canada, here in Canada. This is Harley. Harley's an artist as well. I'm behind on making, I don't know, there's like 12 singles I got to make for this lady. It's insane. And it goes everything from like, geez, like jazz and swing to like pop. It's insane. And that is Toes. And Toes is the production guy, production assistant. He runs all the productions, make sure they all go smooth. So thank you guys, because what happened today, my wife is a huge farmer, and this yard, look at this hobbit hill. This was now the remnants of what was the garden as we prepped the house for sale all the way around here. So it was amazing, absolutely amazing. So thank you guys. I'm going to keep the conversation going with you guys. Thank you. I'm going to keep the conversation going. Thank you. Thank you. Some of you guys were asking me also when it comes to immigration and how immigration goes. My understanding with immigration in the Dominican Republic is actually really simple, because they're shifting a third world nation to be like second and first. They're doing their best. So the banking structures are second to none, and the immigration process is simple. You can actually, as an expat, go to the Dominican Republic, go on a 30-day visa and stay. And because they know when we stay as patriots or whatever, we come from wherever in the world, we bring our own revenue, we bring our own income, we hire local individuals, and we make it all fly. So you have no problem with us staying for an inordinate amount of time. So you go on a 30-day, not a visa, but a pass, visitor's pass, and then there are people there that have been for like 10 years, however, 30 years. And what happens is the longer you stay past that 30 days, is you pay a tax to leave the island, right? So if you're like, I don't know, 10 days beyond or whatever, a month beyond might be an extra $10. If you're a year beyond, I don't know the numbers. I can pull them up for you somewhere. Anyway, and then if you're there for 30 years, it's going to be like $2,000, what have you. So that's how the island floats itself. And then also, you've been asking me, how am I making it go financially? Well, remember I said the banking structures there are smart meters. Can't wait to be done with that. The banking structures there are second to none, because what happens too is you put money in a Canadian savings account, you're lucky to get like 2%, right? Put money in a Dominican's U.S. account, you'll get 4, let's say. So if you sell your house, when you sell a house or whatever asset, and you bring that into the island, you're going to make some interest. And then even because they're floating their banking system, you put it in a Dominican peso account, and they'll pay out upwards of 8.5%. So with that, then, if you, let's say, sell a $500,000 house and you somehow net that, that's now $500,000 in a Dominican bank. Let's round up. That's $5,000 a month you'd be bringing in on a regular basis. You 3-month amortization or maturation time, but not something like that. But I haven't done it yet because I haven't sold my house. So that's the picture. That's my plan. And part my plan. And take whatever equity I have. I still own the house. I still have other debts. I still have other stuff. So we're going to clean that up and get ourselves down there. It only costs an average to live in the Dominican Republic comfortably as a couple. Only costs $2,500 a month, let's say USD. To live comfortably, like going out for dinner once a week, that kind of thing. Of course, you can up that and live completely opulently. And then that's without any real estate, right? So therefore, real estate, let's say you can rent a place for $800, let's say $1,200. So upwards of, let's say, $3,500 for a couple to make it down there. Compared to in Canada, geez. $5,000 and can barely pay for heat, hydro, snow tires, and insurance. So with that, it makes it very, very cost effective for we Canadians and other members of the world. See, my door is still there. We still got a lot of flowers and plants. There's a lot of flower pots and stuff we still got to move and sell and do cool stuff. Look, my wife has put so much time into this yard. This soil is so rich. Oh my God. Anyway, so going back to it, we're looking forward to gardening in the Dominican Republic because there's like 3 growing seasons down here. In Canada, you're lucky to get like 1.5. Like, come on. Or sorry, half of one. apologize, right? Because you really gotta, after April, right, Easter, you can kind of sow, and then after that, you gotta pretty much be out by this time of year. Whereas in DR, all of not all, much of the Canadian crops will be grown in the winter in the DR, or can grow, we're told. We haven't found it yet. Once we're there, we try it, I'll let you know. But we're told can grow in the DR. And then you got all the really cool superfoods and other cool, we have a goji berry bush right around the corner that's trying to take over a zip code. Anyway, so maybe we can build goji and stuff like that down there. At the same time, there's other papaya and mango and other superfoods that can be done. So long story short, it's just a gardener's haven. My wife is looking forward to that aspect of it. I'm looking forward to the food, because you go to a Canadian grocery store. So I'm scratching from all the mosquito bites now. You go to a Canadian grocery store and geez, man, it's like the red meat isn't really red meat. There's not real. When I was in Jamaica, my mom used to make pork roasts, and the most delicate, awesome, amazing part of the roast used to be the skin. After we baked the skin off, and it's crisp and yummy, and it tasted so good. And then we moved to Canada decades ago, almost 50 years ago. 40-something years? I don't know. I don't do the math. I'm not a math guy. I'm a musician. Anyway, and a business guy. I have accountants doing the math for me. So, anyway, we moved to Canada, and I remember she made the first roast, and we were tasting the skin. It's like, this isn't right. Doesn't taste quite right. It's not like we remember. She's like, maybe I did it wrong. And so then she cooked another roast, and it's like, it tasted just as empty. It was hollow. It didn't have the bokeh, the flavor that I'm a photographer. I can't get bokeh out of my head. That separation between front and back and visuals. I was waiting for that separation on that tongue. Anyway, long story short, she never made that roast again. The food was different. So I'm looking forward to going back to real food, real people. You can get raw milk, you can get fresh eggs. It's real. Anyway, I got to get back before the sun completely sets. You can see it's really getting down now. So I can't abandon the team anymore. If you want to know about our trip to Dominican Republic, like, subscribe, add notifications on this, please, and I will keep being as transparent as I can about the strategies, the process, the headaches, the skeeter bites, everything it takes to make our way down there to the Dominican Republic. This has been a little bit of a shotgun wedding. We just decided to do it all of 2 weeks ago, and it's a story in itself. Ask me questions, I'll answer, but I gotta run, okay? Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and being part of my journey, and I gotta run. Thank you.